How's that? Ah, we have uh, we have sound. It's very quiet though. Um, don't think I can really do anything about it. Need to see whether people can hear me first of all. So we need somebody in to tell me that I'm coming through okay, because the thing's saying I'm not very loud. So if one of you in the room could just say yes, we can hear you, or no, we can't, or you're a bit quiet. Right, excellent. There we go. So let me just swivel round. Well, not me, but the camera. We're on a portable camera today. We can do that. Bring that up a bit. Okay, so yeah, we're good. Okay. So welcome back. Now you'll remember yesterday we had a brief look at the instructions for the Ender 3 printer and what came with it. Today we're actually going to turn it on briefly. We're gonna level the bed. Now I've already leveled the bed. I will be honest, but I'm just going to take you through the motions of what to do. It's very simple. So again, today is going to be a quick one, I think. We may actually go as far as starting a print off, and then tonight when I do my live show, hopefully if the print is finished, I'll be able to show it. So without further ado, let's move round to the printer so you can see that. And the first thing you need to do is home this. Now the home position on the printer is here, so it's the left front corner. You may notice that I've turned this plate round now so that the writing is top to bottom. Well, so the bottom would be the front really. So we're going to turn it on. And the first thing we need to do is home this. So make sure these clips are out of the way. I don't understand because they do get in the way. They can catch the nozzle. So I've put mine where they can't. But if ever you print anything this far out, you would have to be wary of those. I don't know whether it's possible to print this far out. Right, so you've got your screen display on there. Let me just bring this down. That's not coming through very clear, is it? Can that be made out at all? Let me just check. Is that the camera lens is clean? I'll just give it another wipe just in case. Never know, there might have been some dust on it. Ah. Unfortunately, you can't see that writing. So, that's a bit annoying. Let me just see if info screen. There's no way of. bonuses. I've got no way of adjusting the brightness, I'm afraid. So until I can, right, I'm just going to have to tell you what you need to know. Right, so anyway, basically you've just got an information screen here, but I can tell you what you need to do. I will try and get the camera sorted out, or the lighting. Let me just try and turn off the room lights to see if that helps. We did have it a little bit. I need to override the camera really, but I've not got nothing set up in the thing for this. I just quickly plugged it in. Will it go if we get no, that is a real pain. Didn't plan for that. Okay, but basically you want to, when you get it on, press it once and you'll have an info screen. You want to go down to prepare, which is the second entry down, and click it again. And then you want to go to auto home. And the first thing you should notice is this axis here move along to its home position at the end. At that point, the bed should move back that way, and then it should try and set itself up somewhere here. So that's the order it should go in once we hit auto home. So let me just try what Smooth's saying. We will, I'm just taking it off the joypad a minute. There we go, yes. So just while I do this bit, so we want prepare, auto home. There we go. That goes home, bed goes back, and then slowly it should drop. And there it hits the limit switch, and then that's at the position there. So let me just pop this back on here. Right then what you need is, I used some post-it notes, or a post-it note. So just get a post-it note, fold it in half. And then basically you're going to go to the four corners and then try and pass this beneath the nozzle. So that will go under the nozzle. And when you're under the nozzle, you will then wind these. So make sure to begin with that all these screws are wound up so that the bed is been brought down. The bed has been brought down. And then you bring this into the home position. If you do it the other way and have these all the way out, then when this comes to the home position, it is going to hit the bed, which you don't want, because you could damage the nozzle and or the bed. So make sure they're screwed up tight so the bed's been brought in its lowest position. Then that will seat in its home position, and then you're slowly going to bring that bed up until you get just the slightest scratch on the paper. Once you've got that, then move it slowly. I should point out, sorry, that you should have turned to you should have turned this off. You should have also gone into and disabled the stepper motors. I'm forgetting my own thing. So what you should have done before all that, my apologies, is gone into prepare, disable steppers, and then turn it off. Just trying to, right. That done, you would then, with that done, you would then do this procedure that I've just mentioned a few minutes ago, and then you slowly want to bring the bed over to the other corner, the opposite corner at the back, all the while keeping your paper under there, making sure that it doesn't hit the bed, because there may be an occasion where it will drag and hit the bed, because obviously you're not completely set up yet. Move that over to there, and then all the way back, and you're doing the same thing at this side, just until it scratches, and then the front again, just until it scratches. You can actually hear it on just catching on the paper, and then all the way to the back. Oh, we've got a little bit of touch in there on the now is that we might have to make a minor adjustment. I don't know, sounded like it was catching, but no. And then the same there. Now you may find you'll have to do that a couple of times. I've always worked with that, Terry, with like feeler gauges like that. It's just the way I've done it. So you may have to do that a couple of times until you've got an accurate reading all the way across. I think you just get a better result with that than trying to do a whole sheet. There we go, and that's it. That's your bed leveled, ready for printing. I told you it's very easy, very short. So I think, given that it's such a short one, we will actually go on to threading the PLA into the printer. So they give you a small amount of PLA. We're going to use that first because obviously in one of the lessons I want to do change in PLA, and I have some up there ready to put on. So you get given a small amount. Apparently it's enough to do this little test piece. It's in a sealed bag. Now then, again, we have to go to the screen again. So let's turn it back on. And this time, there's a couple of ways of doing it. I'm going to do it the the easiest way on the list. And I'm going to go to prepare. preheat PLA. And I'm going to give that a little bit to do whatever it does while I put that on there. Now then, we then have to come round this side. Sorry, I'm going to have to keep maneuvering the camera so that you can see. Let's just push that down a bit out of the way. Move that over a bit. And we're going to be inserting the PLA from this side here. And it goes in, there's a little hole down there. Can't see what you're seeing because I've got so much stuff. It's very awkward to try and film this. So we're going to thread it through that hole there you see by that lead screw. And basically we're going to push it through until we see it coming out of the nozzle down at the bed. We're going to raise this a little bit. So let me just pop that back on there because I'm not going to be able to do it otherwise. I haven't learned yet where the what are we? We are the X, I think, XY. Not sure. Right, here we go. So I want to. It's quite. It's not very flexible in terms of. Oh dear! It's like a spring. It's actually like wire. It's not a nice. Trying to put that in, but it keeps threatening to fly off the. Right, so now then, I need to. Come on. Let's move that round. Let me get that light back on. Here we go. So it's actually feeding. You've got to hit that nozzle over there. There's a little hole that it has to go in. And you can see that it's not a very nice oh, come on. It's nowhere near the going in where it's supposed to. There, we're in. Right. Then I've got to feed it through. And watch under the nozzle. And good, we're coming out. Right. So that's it. That is the PLA fed into the printer. So the final step to see whether we're all set up now is to print off a test piece. And for that, they supply that on this little card here. So what we're going to do is we're going to see whether this works. On the it just that stuff there, Terry, that just they just give you that like that. But when you buy it in it comes wrapped like that. Comes on a big 1 kilogram spool. So yeah, I won't have that problem with that, hopefully. And let me just pop that over there. So let me just another episode we'll look at preheating the wire another way. Right, preparing the print. So we're going to go down to first of all, we need to insert our SD card. Now, that's not USB, so I'm guessing the card comes out. And plugs in on there. Now, this can connect to your laptop. I haven't tried that yet. There we go. The card is in. I'll take you off there again so you can see the right. So you can see the nozzles at 22 degrees. No, 185 degrees, is that? Yeah, that's 185 degrees, sorry. It's just take that off of there. A little bit of stringy. So well, I did put an SD card in. Saying no card. Print from SD. It should. System volume. Let's just refresh quickly. So the only other thing, if you've got to go through the file system, right? Yeah. So it actually reads the whole card. It doesn't automatically find what you're looking for. There it is. That's the test dog. It's a little miniature dog of sorts. and I don't know what's going to happen at this stage. It says heating. Nothing as yet has happened with the printer. And that's all the help I've got now. So if nothing works, then I will be going on the forums for assistance. Oh, here we go. So it's positioning itself at home. And there we go. On our thing, it tells us the degrees, the percentage done. Tells us where the X, Y, and Z axes are. All the information there. It doesn't give an estimated time. It is slowly building up on the bed. So anyway, I will leave that chugging away there. Let me just bring it back on me a minute. So I'm going to leave that chugging away. Don't forget tonight's show. It's not a show, live stream. Hopefully that will be done by then, and I will show it whether it's a mess or not. So, you know, hopefully it will be good. If not, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Hope you've liked what you've seen. Few little hiccups. There always is when you do these things live. Fortunately, you know, I can't edit them out. Well, I can edit them out, but then they're not live, and I don't think people enjoy it as much. And I will see you all later tonight. Those that are going to come in. Again, if anyone wants to come on live with me, just let me know. And I'll make sure there's a link up. So until tonight, bye for now.